Hey, welcome back to my channel. So anybody that knows me knows I go totally stir crazy if I stay in one place too long. I love to travel. So this last week, my friend Holly and I hit the road to go junking in Chehalis, Washington. It's located about an hour south from where we live, and it is chock full of vintage stores and antique stores. And then there's also a huge antique mall and quite a few places to go eat. So we thought it would be a perfect day trip. And this was the first store we actually went into. It was full of like secondhand goods and a mix of just more newer stuff and some old stuff as well. But the owner happened to be away, and the lady that was manning the counter, who was his ex-wife, was willing to give us some really spectacular deals. And so we actually spent quite a bit of time in there just searching through every shelf and wall and in the back room for some treasures. So I actually did walk away with some good stuff from there. This particular store, Olivia's, which is funny because my sister's named Olivia, was our favorite store in the whole town. We really thought their prices were really great and everything was very well curated. Not like the original store, which those could be a lot of fun, but there's nothing better than going into a beautiful store where everything is easily visible, everything is priced, and the prices are really good. So we were shocked at how reasonable everything was. And since I'm always looking for like mid-century modern items and even like mod items from the 70s and 80s, I was happily surprised that they actually had some good pieces that I picked up at a really good price. So anyways, our favorite store of all time, we had such a blast there and we can't wait to go back. The other thing I was really impressed with was their jewelry cases. They had the most beautiful pieces. And although I didn't pick up anything for the store, I actually did pick up a beautiful set of sterling silver conch earrings with black onyx right there in the corner. I absolutely love them. Hey, so thanks for joining me on this thrift haul. As I mentioned in the voiceover, this was an amazing trip for Holly and I, and we found a store that we really want to go back to. So I'm so excited to show you what I found. So the first item that I found is this mid-century chrome and wood candle holder. So I like it. It kind of has a little bit of a brutalist feel to it. And for those of you that love mid-century, I think this is the perfect accent to a console table or a dresser or a dining room table. And it's low enough so that you can sit it on a dining room table and you can still see your guests. So this really reminds me of the 70s. It is this leather patchwork bag and it's multicolored, but it's got all kind of like sienna and burnt orange and brown. It's a really gorgeous bag. And it's actually, I can't quite make out the manufacturer, but it does say made in Italy, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get it. It's just super high quality. The only issue is that for some reason, it's missing part of its clasp. So, but I think somebody's gonna love it. So I actually paid $5. I think it was a really good deal, mostly because of the clasp. And I will, again, because of the clasp, I will mark it at $30. But look at that. That is gorgeous, right? Like for all of you boho girls that love your oranges and your burnt siennas, it is perfection. So it's funny because I think I used to have one of these when I was in my 20s. It's a bread holder, and right now these are really in style, and so I was happy I picked this one up. It is silver plated, but Gorham was a big manufacturer of silver plate, and they still, I think, are in business. And so this can hold bread, it could hold fruit. I like it more for a bread holder, and I haven't shined it up yet, but I will. And I think I'm gonna put maybe like $25–30 on this. So this was definitely a mid-century week, because the other item I scored were these really cool atomic looking coasters. So they look like eyes, right? And anyways, there was a set of 8 of them. And so I think that these are just fabulous. I mean, the wood is really beautiful. I'll probably shine it up with some furniture polish. And I will list these at, I'm gonna say $30. I may be a little low on that, but I'm thinking that sounds right. Like I always say, I really like brass. I think brass is totally in style right now. And so I don't know if these are vintage or not, nor do I care. I like them. It just says etc. So I think they're super cool. I don't know what anybody would do with them exactly, but I guess you could sit them like on a bookcase. They're solid, they're heavy. And I think I'll probably put maybe like 20 bucks on them. And I'm not sure yet whether they'll go to the store or just to the online shops. The next item is also from that era. It's a marble perpetual calendar. See, you could actually turn the little disc and actually set the date no matter what year it is. So it doesn't have a year, it only has the month, the day, and the date. It didn't come with a pen, but I probably have one at the store. These aren't super valuable, but isn't that cool? Wouldn't that look great on, it would make a great gift actually for somebody. Maybe they're starting their first job or they're starting to work from home. I think it's super cool. I'm gonna put $35 on it. And I think this one will go straight to our brick and mortar store. All right, another MCM piece. So look at this. I loved this lamp. So did my friend Holly, but she decided against it and I decided I needed it. It kind of has an atomic feel to it. It's kind of a matte pink and then it's got some flecks of gold and white on it. I need to find a lampshade for it. I actually paid $32 and that's typically more than I pay for anything, but I think once I have the lampshade, I'm gonna price it at probably $75 and it will go to our store. So I got this blue kind of genie bottle. I like it because look, it's curved and I rarely see that. And because it's not totally perfect, I think it is hand blown. Actually, it looks hand blown. See how it's finished on the bottom? Anyways, I just love this color. It's so retro, and I'm gonna price this one at $45 and it will go straight to our store. This next piece is really more of a traditional vintage piece. It's this really cool milk glass bowl. It's like cut glass, and I picked it up because it was only $5 and we happen to do fairly well with milk glass. And I thought this was really pretty. You could put fruit, vegetables in it, or you could float some roses. I think it would look really nice on a table as a centerpiece. So it'll go to the store, and on this one, I think we will, I don't know, you know, maybe $30–35. The next couple of pieces are also brass. I have these little, they look like little shoes, and I'll sell them individually, right? So they look like little slippers. I don't know, they could possibly be boats, and this is where you would put your cigarette, but people also use them to burn incense. So I don't know how many people burn incense, but I think they're so cute. I'll probably put $15 a piece. And then the other brass piece I got is this one, and I love it because it's got like this, you know, different metals, multi-metals on it. So it's got like this lighter brass, darker brass, and then it's got copper. I think that design is so cute, so adorable. I would love this like in the bathroom to hold your makeup brushes. Anyways, I thought it was adorable. I had to buy it. I may put it up online, and I think because it is really unusual, I'll ask $30. So I took a chance on these. I have sold phones in the past, but they were, I've sold older phones, and then one that was more like a rotary dial phone, but it was in a baby blue. But I picked these up, and oh my God, they just totally remind me of the phones that we used to use in the 70s. I love the yellow color. I love kind of like this bluish green color, this kind of turquoise color. You know, I paid like 15, 20 bucks for these. And so I don't know what they're valued at. If I find a value, I'll put it up above. But these for sure, I'm going to put up in our online shops, and hopefully I'll make some money on these ones. So I'm always looking for art, and I lucked out that day. I got this absolutely gorgeous print of the ocean. It's unusual because it doesn't have any ships in them. It seems like all the art I pick up that is like a seascape typically has a ship on it, but this one doesn't. The colors are really pretty, and then the frame is very mid-century modern, even kind of a little boho. So because this is an original painting, it's oil on canvas, I will price this one, I'm thinking at like $95 to $125. And I don't know, I may try it on our online shops. Typically, I don't list art online because I hate the idea of shipping anything that has glass on it. But since this is a canvas, I think I can easily ship it and just put a ton of bubble glass because I wouldn't want the frame to break either. The next couple of pieces are more on the boho side. I got this really sweet butterfly print. I like it. I like the colors. I like the shape. I like that the butterfly is really prominent in it. I may even put this one up online, and typically something like this we'll price at $35 to $40. The frame is actually really nice, and I would say this one, I would say just because of the frame that it's probably from the 70s or the 80s. And then the next boho piece I have is this very cute little plant stand. Isn't that adorable? These used to be so plentiful, and I've actually purchased like life-size peacock chairs like this in the past. They go super quick, and so like if you're not the first one making an offer, then you might as well forget it. I tried to not spend any more than like $150 for them, and it's difficult to find them at that price range, but they do come up, and I've had probably at least 4 of them, and they sell every time because they're pretty amazing chairs. So I'm even happy to find the tiny one that looks almost identical to the life-size one. So on this, I think in the past when I've picked these little guys up, I put 25 bucks. So I think that's what I'll put. I don't know. I may look them up online. I think this would be a great online item as well. I don't remember if you saw my video where I had the little bamboo stool. That one actually sold for $95 online, and it didn't even last a week. So anyways, rattan and bamboo are really popular. I can't believe I totally forgot to talk about this painting. This is the most wonderful painting I've seen in a long time. It's totally mid-century modern, and it just has all this amazing color and texture, and I was so happy to find it. I'm going to put it online, and it's going to go to my store as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I wish you all the luck in the world as you go on your junk jaunts, and I will see you next week.